Hello, welcome back to High Fever. I'm your host, Josh Prosenis. Two quick things today on this Independence Day. We've got Queen Egbo being traded to the Mystics. I'm gonna break that down, talk about that, give some thoughts there, and also Kelsey Mitchell has been announced to the All-Star Game reserves. So couldn't really figure out where to put this in one of the previous shows, and also the Queen Egbo trade just happened today, July 4th. Enjoy your holiday. I will see you tomorrow for the game. Okay, I wanted to do a quick piece on Queen Egbo traded to the Mystics for Amanda Zuwahi B, a 6'5" center from Sweden, which is kind of cool. A couple teams: Tulsa Shock, Dallas Wings, Liberty, Sparks, and Mystics. I'm looking here. 2 points a game, 0.3 assists. Only 7.8 minutes a game this season. Hitting 21% of her threes, 25% of her field goals. So that's an interesting move here. And if we look at Queen's numbers, she has 2.9 points per game, 0.1 assists. She hasn't hit a three, and she's hitting about 40% on about 9 minutes a game. I guess I'll run through quickly my thoughts on this. Kind of a shock, if you want me to be honest. She was the 2022 WNBA All Rookie selection, which, I always came on this pod and kind of complained about the Queen Egbo minutes, and I'm not I'm not going to call this a bad trade. I saw, I am of course on Fever Twitter, and I think the way that folks were talking about this, just the kind of what is going on, what are we doing? It does feel a little like what is going on, meaning I think that Queen Egbo minutes were obviously 9 minutes a game. She came in with the second unit. They weren't awesome, they weren't great. I didn't watch too much of her last season, so I can't really speak on that. But this season, she's not honestly as impactful as a second unit player. I'm thinking of other second unit players. I'm thinking of Caldwell. I'm thinking of Christy Wallace, who's going to come in and who's going to play really well for us on the second unit, and it doesn't seem like a sell high kind of situation. Perhaps they kind of thought that they could kind of offload her before it really starts to go down. I think maybe as Aaliyah's minutes go up, they were starting to think that Queen Egbo might have become a little more unneeded, perhaps, and maybe her value would go down. So this was the time to move on. I'm not terribly sure about that. I'm looking at Amanda's career stats: 15.2 minutes a game with 6 points, 3.8 rebounds, and less than 1 assist in 209 games played. So I'm not terribly sure about the future of the center role. Perhaps there could be a situation where we do a small second lineup. That might work. I don't know. Or perhaps they're looking at another center option. I will say this though, and I'm not sure about the basketball part of it, but I am sure that this is not the last transaction. I think that the Fever are a win now team. I think that they are going to try and win as soon as possible, and if that means moving players that hurt fans, because look, this hurt the fans. Go read their post on Twitter. Oh my God. Destiny Henderson, before the season even started, that was one that hurt a lot of fans. So yeah, this is not your old Indiana Fever front office. They are going to make moves that, if they think, I guess, are going to help them win. Because look, yeah, they only won 5 games last year, but I think that there was a better start, and of recent times, it's kind of gone downhill. So I think, if I have to kind of summarize this whole Egbo deal, um, it is we are we were surprised in the beginning of the season, and now that we've started to slump or perhaps fall back into where we were always supposed to be, it's starting to scare the front office a little bit, and I think that's where these moves are coming from. So mark my words, this is not the last move, and I hope you have that jersey insurance, because your favorite player might be on the move. So, okay, I wanted to talk a little bit about Kelsey Mitchell. 6-year guard out of Ohio State. She just got selected as an All-Star reserve along with her teammate Aaliyah Boston. So pretty cool for her. Team high 17 points per game, 2.5 assists, 1.3 rebounds, and 33.3 minutes a game. 41 from the field, 84 from the free throw line. She's third in the league in most three-point made with 38. And 14 out of the 15 games, she has scored in double figures with 5 20-pointers via the Indy Star. First off, congrats to Kelsey Mitchell. This is pretty cool. 2 Indiana Fever are going to the All-Star game. If I have to think about who is going to be an All-Star, 3 names pop into my head. Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and probably Nalissa Smith. Those are kind of my top 3, the ones that I think have had the biggest impact on the games that we've won this season. I think it's good that Kelsey Mitchell's kind of getting some respect. She's had some big games, and honestly, she's had games where she is the only, or one of the only, scorers for this team. And also, hey, we're not as bad as, we have been in very recent past. So getting that out there and having, 2 representatives in Las Vegas is going to be very good. We're going to see, obviously, Aaliyah will be starting, and Kelsey Mitchell as a reserve. It's it's very good. I think as a fan base, to kind of have 2 representatives that we can kind of get behind, it will be nice. What does this mean, I guess, for Kelsey Mitchell? Well, she kind of becomes the de facto, second star, really. I'm not entirely sure that Aaliyah has taken the overall star, but this can certainly, help Kelsey Mitchell kind of become, if she wasn't already, honestly, that second star. That's kind of a debate. But, I'm happy to have that debate, and I am happy to see this, so congratulations to Kelsey Mitchell, All-Star Game reserve.